There was a boy named Joey, 17 years old, full of fire and freedom. He lived in the heart of the city, where street art coloured the walls, and tattoos were like badges of rebellion and coolness. Joey admired those inked arms he saw on the basketball court, on musicians, on his older cousin who drove a bike and never followed the rules. So when school finally closed for the long break, Joey made a decision. He was getting a tattoo. His mum said no. His teacher warned him it was permanent, but his friends, they cheered him on. Go big, one said. Get something deep, said another. Do it for the culture. Joey found a cheap tattoo artist working in the back of a barbershop. No questions asked. He didn't really think it through. He scrolled on his phone through Google Images, skulls, dragons, tigers, roses with thorns, symbols he didn't understand. Found a design of a skull wearing a crown with flames around it. He thought it looked hard. He pointed to it. That one. The artist didn't ask what it meant. Joey didn't know either. He just liked how it looked on the screen. The buzzing of the needle started, and with every jab, he felt a mix of pain, adrenaline, and doubt. Maybe I should have thought this through, a small voice whispered in his head, but the bigger voice said, too late now. 2 hours later, the tattoo was done. It hurt like crazy, but Joey smiled through it. His friends cheered. He posted it on Instagram. The likes rolled in. For one weekend, Joey felt like a king. But by Monday, things started to change. At a job interview for a part-time gig, the manager stared at his arm. "We're looking for someone with a cleaner image," she said. Joey brushed it off, but then his grandma saw it and cried. "You're not a gangster, Joey. Why would you mark yourself like that?" The worst part, people started treating him differently. On the bus, people avoided sitting next to him. Teachers looked at him with quiet judgment. Even the girl he liked from school told him, "It looks kind of aggressive." And the tattoo, it started itching badly. He went to the clinic. Turns out the needle wasn't clean. He got a mild infection and had to spend weeks on antibiotics. As the months passed, the skull on his arm didn't feel like art anymore. It felt like a label he didn't ask for, a crown he couldn't take off. One day, he stood in front of the mirror, staring at the ink. And for the first time, he whispered, "What was I trying to prove?" Now 20, Joey still has the tattoo. Laser removal is expensive and painful. He wears long sleeves for job interviews. People still ask about it. But now, he tells them the truth. "It was a mistake," he says. "I didn't think it through. I wanted to feel grown, but I was just trying to fit in." And then he says something powerful. "Ink before you think will leave you marked with more than just art. It can mark your future." Tattoos are permanent, but so are consequences. What feels like freedom in the moment can become a burden in hindsight. Your body is your story. Don't let one impulsive moment write a chapter you'll regret for years.